fresh row has erupted over the resettlement of Brus in North Tripura. Mizoram Chief Minister Zoramthanga has written a letter to Union Home Minister Amit Shah and the Tripura Chief Minister Biplab Kumar, urging both the leaders to reconsider the proposal for resettlement of Brus at a traditional habitat of the Mizos in Jampui Hills and surrounding areas in North Tripura. The Mizoram Chief Minister said that there are around 10 Mizo villages in the Jampui range where the inhabitants are settled for almost 100 years. The Chief Minister of Mizoram said that it is not advisable to settle the Brus living together with the Mizos at Jampui range. Zoramthanga further added that if there is a tension in Jampui, it will have repercussions in Mizoram because there are still many Brus living inside the state. Zoramthanga believes that arrangement of other appropriate locations is inevitable if the historic agreement for rehabilitation of Brus, signed in January this year, is to be successfully implemented in letter and spirit. And meanwhile, our colleague Isaac Zoramsons spoke exclusively to Mizoram Chief Minister Zoramthanga on the issue. Listen in to this exclusive conversation.
I've been joined over the phone line with Chief Minister of Mizoram, Mr. Zoramthanga. We have heard that there is a proposal for resettlement of a good number of displaced Brus residing in Tripura in the Mizo inhabited areas at Jampui. And you have also heard that you sent a letter to the Chief Minister of Tripura. So can you tell us more details?
Well, as everybody knows, there has been agreement between the government of Mizoram and the Brus displaced people leaders and then Tripura government as well as the Home Ministry. So as per that, a good number of Brus displaced persons were supposed to be settled inside Tripura. And there has been, during the process of this long years, decades and decades of this Brus problem, there has been a lot of misunderstanding between the NGOs and the Brus displaced peoples in the process. But however, at last, it has been settled. And so regarding the place of settlement in Tripura, there in the eastern part of the Jampui range, the Mizos, there are some, I think, almost 10 villages of the Mizos who have been living there since a long time ago, maybe almost 100 years. They have been living there permanently. They're in the hill range. So there has been some, recently there is a problem between the Brus and the Mizos there. And some 3-4 villages have already been uprooted and then has to seek shelter among their brothers there inside the Tripura state itself.
Yes.
So such has been the problem, the tension between the Brus and the Mizos settled there inside Tripura. And if the present displaced Brus people are again to be resettled in the same area, that means ignition. We are going to ignite the already tension existed among themselves. Therefore, if there is a tension, and it will have a repercussion here inside Mizoram, where a lot of Brus are here. So if there is a tension down there between the Brus and the Mizos there in Tripura, there could result a tension, a problem here inside Mizoram itself. Therefore, it is not advisable to settle those displaced Brus together with the Mizos living there in the Jampui range.
Yes.
Therefore, in connection with this, I have written a letter to Mr. Amit Shah, the Home Minister of India, not to settle the displaced Bru people among the Mizos there in the Jampui range where the Mizos inhabited. And at the same time, I also sent a letter to the Chief Minister of Tripura in connection with this. I hope they will understand this and they will not settle that displaced Bru people together with the Mizos down there in the Jampui range. Therefore, I have written a very strong letter in this connection. And if this is heeded, given importance by the Union Home Minister as well as the Chief Minister of Tripura, I think everything will go on smoothly. Otherwise, it can have thing of consequence.
Meanwhile, Mizos in Jampui Hills and surrounding areas in North Tripura took to the streets and vehemently opposed the proposal for settlement of Brus in the 10 Mizo villages.
In Jampui, so we'll oppose. So protest will be more than this. So this time, if you can come and support us, we'll be very thankful to you. Okay. So our leaders are there in Nagarik Suraksa Manch office. So we just came to see what is happening around here. Okay. We came to support this protest as a Mizo convention. Okay. We came from Jampui. I'm the General Secretary of Mizo Convention U2.
So viewers, these are of course exclusive visuals brought to you by your channel Northeast Live of Mizos in Jampui Hills and surrounding areas in North Tripura who took to the streets to vehemently oppose the proposal for settlement of Brus in the 10 Mizo villages.